Unplugging from work can be difficult with all of us having cell phones making us available by text or email basically at all hours of the day.
You wake up, you check your phone. Before you go to bed, you check your phone. Well, a new bill introduced in California wants to give employees the legal right to disconnect. On your side's Gary Harper with more on that. It's interesting. It sounds great in theory, right? But I don't know about you guys. I'm so addicted to checking my work email when I wake up and before I go to bed.
Well, first of all, does California really need to be toying around with this right now? I mean, California, I'll go through a laundry list of problems with California, okay? We've got a homeless problem, a drug problem. It's unaffordable. I mean, and they're picking this to focus on.
At least they're not picking a state fruit, right?
Well, don't get me started. Anyway, this is getting a lot of talk and a lot of traction on social media, so that's why we're talking about it. If a California lawmaker has his way, your employer, if you live in Cali anyway, would have to leave you alone when you're off the clock and be prevented from calling you. A newly proposed California law could make after-hour work contact illegal.
I think there's a grace period. If work technically ends at 5:30, up until about 6:30, it's respectable.
The bill would require employers enact a policy giving certain workers in the state the right to disconnect from all communications outside of established work hours, aside from an emergency.
There's been this availability creep that has affected many people.
Assembly member Matt Haney of San Francisco introduced the bill. He says it clarifies working hours and eliminates consequences for not being available.
For many people, they have no time at all to disconnect or to rest. They're expected to respond to these emails and texts 24 hours a day, even when they're at dinner with their family or at their kid's birthday.
A survey by Clarify Capital found 3 out of 5 employees feel obligated to respond outside of work hours. On average, 2 out of 5 employees are available for work-related communication for 9 or more hours per workday.
I love work-life balance, but I feel like corporations maybe need to take an inner look on that first before trying to pass some law.
The California Chamber of Commerce is opposed, saying the one-size-fits-all mandate ignores and conflicts with existing laws and could lead to less earnings and less flexibility for workers. If passed, California would be the first in the nation to protect employees who want to leave work at work. All right, if the bill becomes law, it would allow employees in California to file a complaint with the California Labor Commission, which would be punishable by a fine. No idea how much that would be, but other countries, by the way, France, Canada, Australia, and the Philippines, they've passed similar bills, and that became law over there. I'm Gary Harper, on your side.
Gary, thank you.